Okay, so this month the 21 Day Fix and the 21 Day Fix Extreme are on sale, and you can get the 3-day refresh with either one of those for the regular price, which is $160. So that's a really good deal in general. So if anybody wants to jump start with the 3-day refresh, that's the way to go. Also, to go along with Success Club this month, I don't know if you guys saw, but I am actually going to give away this tank. Here, hold on. I'll share my screen so you guys can see it. I'm going to be giving away this tank top right here for anybody who hit Success Club 5 or higher this month. Okay? So if you help 3 to 5 people or more this month, then I will send you one of these tank tops. Okay? So that's a little incentive for this month. And I decided, or me and Brianna and Savannah have kind of talked a little bit, and I know that a lot of my coaches are motivated by prizes, which I am too, so that's weird. So I decided to start doing giveaways every month for my coaches. Sometimes they'll be bigger, sometimes they'll be smaller, it just kind of depends. But I feel like this tank top will be really fun to work towards. So that's what you guys can work towards this month. The other announcement is starting Monday, I am going to do a Dash to Diamond group for all of my personally sponsored coaches. Or at any of the coaches in the Team Supermom page, I'm going to post about that today, hopefully. But how that's going to work is I am going to post a video a day helping everybody move forward as far as getting to diamond and tips that I've had. And then I'll also be posting other videos from like Scotty Hobbs and other top coaches to help everybody get to diamond, because Carl just threw this out there in the wind like he always does. But for anybody that goes diamond the month of June, you guys get a free diamond, a special made diamond shirt. So a diamond coach shirt. On top of, when you guys rank advanced, you guys should be filling out a recognition form so that you guys can get your recognition from corporate, because every time that you rank advance, you get something from corporate. So I know for becoming emerald, you get a bracelet and a certificate. And then ruby, same thing. You get a certificate and a bracelet. And then diamond, you start getting shirts. So you get a t-shirt and a bracelet and a certificate. And then it just keeps going up. And eventually they have jackets that they give away for ranks and stuff like that. So in addition to the t-shirt that you can already earn for that, they have a specially made diamond shirt this month. So I know that a lot of my coaches are really close, and I know that you all can get there. I know you can. So that's what the group is for, is we're going to encourage each other and help each other to get to diamond this month. Okay? And for anybody who goes diamond this month, I'm going to give you guys $50 a piece. So if all of my personally sponsored coaches go diamond, I will send you $50. No joke. Seriously. But that's an awesome goal to work on as a coach, because the more coaches you sign up, I feel like it helps hold you more accountable for getting your crap done. At least it did for me. I'm like, oh crap, I have all these coaches that are relying on me. I need to make sure that I'm keeping and getting my butt in gear and getting stuff done. So that's something that's helped me personally. So that is my 2 incentives for my coaches this month. And the what else was I gonna say? There is obviously, this is the other big one. There is a sale 2 times a year that happens, and this is when I go and I buy all of my challenge group gifts for the year, this is the time. So they do it every January and every June. So it's starting the 6th through the 12th, I want to say. I know it starts the 6th. It starts Monday, and it goes till whenever they sell out of their stuff, basically, or they'll end it on the 12th. So I always get like my challenge group prizes then, because you can get some workout programs for like $2, like Hip Hop Abs and some of them was on sale last time, and like Brazil Butt Lift and Les Mis Combat, they were on sale for, I think it was $10 last time. So I stocked. What?
Did you say it was 16?
10.
Oh, 10. Awesome.
So, but they haven't released what programs are going on sale yet, but they will release something on your online office. So make sure that you're looking for that. And then they'll release what is on sale so that you can tell your customers too, because I always post a link for people who can't afford stuff. I always post that for those people, especially when the sale goes on. So, let's go out there and watch. Okay, I'm working. Okay, so I know I'm forgetting something else, but for now we'll be. Oh, the barbecue at my house is June 11th at 6. I think it's at 6. Maybe it's at 6:30. Plan on 6, but look at the event. That'll just be at my house. Bring your family and your kids. So it's supposed to be a big family event. And I am going to be posting, hopefully by this weekend, what everyone can bring, if anybody wants to bring something. So I think that's all of the announcements, except for I did post a team calendar with the events. So we've been trying to do our power hours a little bit earlier so that we all get our butts out of bed, because I'm a lazy butt. And so as motivation, we're all trying to push it. So the power hour is changed to 8 o'clock. So we're going to start trying that. We'll try it the rest of this week and see how it goes, or I guess tomorrow and Saturday. See how it goes. If we like it, we'll keep it. If not, we'll bump it back to 9. Team calls, we decide we're just going to leave them for Thursdays at 9, just because it just makes it easier that way. That way we can do power hour beforehand. But anyways, because our goal is to wake up earlier, and I'll go more into that in just a second. So our new challenge group starts Monday, but I'm going to start adding people in today. I want to encourage you guys, even as coaches in my challenge groups, I add you to that group so that you guys can be held accountable for getting your workouts done too. So make sure that you're posting in that group as well. Okay. I know it seems like it's for my challengers, but it's for my coaches too. So make sure that you guys are participating when you can. Even if it's just an end of the day participation where you answer the question and post what you need to for the day. But I think it's really important that all of us coaches are practicing what we preach. So it's and I think it's important too to have our challengers see us doing that, not even publicly on Facebook, but in the groups. So that's the 6th. On the 13th, I'm going to start a clean eating group. So anybody that wants to do that too, we're going to start advertising the week before. So that's why I have it on the calendar, so that everybody is aware a week in advance, so you can invite to the event a week before. So new challenge group starts the 6th, then the clean eating group starts the 13th. Then the new coaches sneak peek starts the 20th. And then I'm going to start the 10-day boss boot camps the last week of the month so that we have all month to invite to coaching. So that will start on the 27th of June. And I'll leave it up for the whole month until the new group starts, and then I'll delete everybody out of the group and delete the group and be done with it. So just so everybody is aware of that too. So if you do when you sign up new coaches this month, then just add them to that group later on. And hopefully I'll have the groups up a week before they actually happen, so you guys can constantly add people into those groups as well. Wow, that was a lot. But I didn't even announce all of them, but I'm not going to either, because if you guys want to learn the rest of the announcements, check your Coach Online office like you're supposed to be doing every day, right? And then I did post a video that Carl Deichler posted this morning, so you guys can go and watch that. It's in the Team Supermom page, so you guys can just go watch that as well. So I wanted to really just get into this call because I feel like it's so important. So I don't know if any of you guys, Alyssa, I know that you're in Utah, so you might have heard of this person before. So Kirk Duncan, he does classes. He's known for, him and his wife do the 3 key elements classes in Utah. And I've wanted to personally go to one of his classes, and I got on last night to look at his classes to see if there were any of the business-related ones, and there's not until August. So I might try to hit up one of those classes in August. So if any of my coaches or any coaches want to come with me, then just let me know and we can carpool down. And so, especially if you guys aren't going to Summit, this will be something that will still help as far as personal development goes, additional motivation. But anyways, he does different classes. So they have a marriage class, they have a marketing class, and they have a business building class. Then they teach youth in one other one. They just started that one up. But anyways, he has it's actually Misty, my upline. She told me about how they do these vision boards. And you guys hear me talk about these vision boards all the time, but it's because when I was doing them, they were really working. But I love the way that him and his wife teach how to do these vision boards. So much, in fact, that I actually bought a DVD. So you can buy a DVD from them for, it says $10, but for some reason I only got charged $8, which is even better. So I actually bought the DVD from them, and as soon as it gets here, I convinced Jordan to actually do a vision board with me too. So we're going to do 2 separate ones, and I am actually going to go into town today and get a picture frame that we can each put our visions in. So I'm going to explain briefly how it works, but I want you guys to, there's a video that I already posted on it in the team page, but I'm going to repost it again and tag everybody in it. And I am going to give you guys until Tuesday to get this done. But I want everybody to create a vision board of some sort. And in the video, it talks about how when he started, he just used construction tape. And he taped it on his wall. And he knew that one of his dreams was to teach people. So he knew that in order to do that, he needed a video camera. And he goes into depth in this video that he talks about how he got to the point where he was. Basically, they had no money, and his wife explains how mad she was that he had a videotape or a video camera in the middle of his vision board when they couldn't even afford food. And she explains that in the video. So it's kind of funny, but he did. He put this picture, and he just clipped it out of a magazine, and he has the actual magazine clipping still. But he puts this goal in the middle of his vision board, and first thing when he wakes up in the morning, and then right before he goes to bed, he says that him and his wife both now will sit in front of their vision boards and visualize themselves like achieving or grasping whatever it is that's in the vision board. So in his case, when he first started, he had this video camera in the middle, and he sat and he pictured himself. He closed his eyes and he visions himself picking up the video camera and purchasing it, and thinking of the feeling that he had when he purchased it because he'd have the money. Like, you have to go far in depth. He's like, he even says, he's like, I know it sounds dumb. He's like, but it really works. But he's like, if it's something like an award, like envision yourself like walking up stage, picking up the award, envision what you're going to say to people. He's like, because if we don't throw out into the universe what we want, then, or if we don't even know what we want, then how are we supposed to expect this thing to come to us when we aren't even trying to work towards it at all? Which makes perfect sense now. But so that is what I kind of want us to work on. So he says to start out with some small baby step goals and then gradually get bigger, because he says there's nothing more discouraging than setting this huge goal and not hitting it because it will discourage you, right? So he said just to start out small. So for instance, I know me and Brianna were just talking, and she was saying how it's really hard for her to finish a program, right? So maybe on hers, she can put a little piece of paper of whatever program she's doing. But one thing that I really liked is he had like paper. So like one of his things that he had on his was go on a monthly date with his wife. So he had like date with his wife on a sticky Post-it note like this, but then he cut little slits with like 1, 2, 3, 4 for however many weeks there are in a month. And as soon as he's done with a week, he'll peel off the first tab, I guess I'm gonna call it that. And so it had on there that, and he had already done 2 weeks. So stuff that's simple like that, I mean, that's probably not simple, but like Brianna could do the same thing for her workout. So she could do like week 1, week 4, and then every time that she finished a week, she'd peel it off. So things like that. Or I know one of mine is going to be waking up early every day. So I'm going to start with a week. A week of waking up early is going to be huge for me, but it's going to happen. So I'm going to do wake up early, and then I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the 7 days of the week. And I might even only do 6 days so I can sleep in to reward myself for waking up every day for the week. But anyways, I was actually contemplating doing this with our spouses. I'm going to do it with mine because I feel like it's important, because I just want to ask you guys, how many of you guys have asked your husband if, like, what kind of goals that they have for themselves? Have you guys asked?
Yeah, like I've asked, but like right now it's been really hard because he's so frustrated with like his job and a bunch of other stuff that he's honestly kind of like a Debbie Downer. And his response is, I have no goals. I have no dreams. Like, it just sucks right now. So that kind of makes it hard for me because I'm like in the process of trying to figure out like how to like motivate him and be supportive at the same time. You know what I mean? So
I will be honest, Jordan is the exact same way. And Kirk said that when he started this, his wife was this exact same way until she started seeing it work. So what happens is when you post these pictures or these goals in your little square that you're going to make, whether it be a picture frame or just some tape on a wall, which is what he started out with, once your spouse starts seeing you accomplish these good goals, then you're going to want to try it too. And that's what his wife said. He's like, I started watching him like hit these weird goals, and then in my head it started planting a seed. Oh, well, maybe I want to do that. I want to start doing that. But she was too proud to admit it until he brought it up to her and said, hey, do you want to do this with me? Because my husband is 100% like that. But he always talks, and finally this last week he's like, I want to be able to have my own airplane, and I'm like, well, when we do our vision boards, you can put that in your vision board. Like, okay. So start out with yourself. If your spouse doesn't want to do it with you, just start out with yourself. What happens once you start, I actually have this right here. So this is my folder, and he encourages everybody to do this. So once you start hitting milestones in your business, and you start hitting goals and being able to pull your things out of your vision board and put new ones up, because it's an interactive vision board is what it is. So let's say that Brianna, sorry, I'm going to keep throwing you in here, but let's say that Brianna finished like the whole program of size, and her sticky note tab list was all finished. Then she would take that sticky note and put it in a folder, or I actually bought a binder too with the clear plastic, I don't know what they're called. You guys know what I'm talking about. So that you can slide them in there, because Kirk actually saved all of his goals that he's accomplished, and he and his wife both have binders that they have everything that they've accomplished, so that on days when they feel discouraged about reaching the goals that they have on their vision board, they flip through and they remember all the stuff that they have received just by doing this. And it's crazy because they both have binders like this thick of goals that they've accomplished. And they aren't small goals either. They're like reaching like $1,000 goals, and even crazy, like one of them was a sales goal of like 300,000, I think was his latest one that he just did. So like they're crazy goals, but he does say to start out small. So even if it's like, if you haven't been doing the 3 vital behaviors, like maybe do a 3 vital behavior tab, or it doesn't even have to be business related, like organizing your house, or things that you feel like you've wanted to do but you haven't because you haven't had the motivation to do it. Like put things on there that are going to make you feel better. Because I know me and Alyssa were talking to. Alyssa, I'm going to throw you under the bus too, but she was saying how she hadn't felt good for a while, and so she hasn't worked out in a while, and wanted to use her new shoes. So maybe Alyssa's going to have to do a workout tab one too, right, Alyssa?
Yeah.
So like they need to, starting out, they need to be small. But I want to be able to see your guys' vision boards so that I can see how I can push you. Because I'm not being a coach if I'm not making you uncomfortable, right?
Right.
Right. It's my job, is to make everyone feel uncomfortable.
Starting to think you like that job.
Yeah. I don't like the job, but so that is what I want everybody to work on, and I'm going to do the same thing. Hey, turn on the light. So I'll be honest, I'm waiting for the actual DVD to get to my house so that I can do it right. But I may just have to start and then fix it later. But because I want Jordan to be able to do it with me. So I think that we're going to do it for FHE on Monday, or we'll do it Sunday after church, possibly. So I want to encourage you guys to, at the very minimum, do it yourself. But I thought about doing it together at the team barbecue too. But I didn't know what everyone's spouses would think of that. If I'm like, hey everybody, we're going to do a vision board. I tricked you all into coming to my house because this is what we're going to do while we're here. But I think it would be really cool though to see like everybody's goals and see how different everybody's goals are together. And so that's kind of why, I'm still toggling with the idea because I think I really might do it. Sorry, don't tell your spouses because they won't come if they know that.
That's
So,
like, hell no.
I want you guys to focus on that. And like I said, I just want everybody to focus on that until I want them done. Picture taken or video made. I'll even give you bonus points if you take a video of your goals and explain them to all of us. But if you want in that Emerald to Diamond group, this is the first thing I'm going to have you guys do. Because if you don't have a direction where you're going, right, you aren't going to get anywhere. And that's what my problem is lately. Like, me and Jordan were talking about this. He's like, you don't even know where you're going, so how do you make progress, basically? And I'm like, that is true.
Doesn't it suck when they're right?
I know. It happens a lot. I just pretend that it doesn't. And I always disagree. So, anyways, that's what I want us all to work on. Oh, hey, Wyatt.
Oh, hey.
Okay. So that's what I want everybody to work on this week. I will give you bonus points if you do it today, like when we get done. Because I want you guys to really watch that video, though, because the video is free that I posted in the group, but it explains it a little bit better and a little bit more in depth. But maybe when I get my DVD, then I'll do a live video in our group explaining how to do it more better. But I know it's not what everyone expected to do, but this is what I felt like needs to be done. Because I feel like, something I wanted to do too is I wanted to do a team vision board. Right? Cool. Yeah?
That'd be cool.
So, let's do that right now, okay? And I am going to write down our goals as a team. No. And then I'm going to make a vision board, and I'm going to post it in our team page, okay? And I'll pin it at the top so that everybody always sees it every day, because you should be checking your videos every day, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're going to start. So I'm honestly saying one of my personal goals is to be 4-star diamond by the end of this year. But here's the thing, is my goal is not going to be achieved if I don't help my coaches get to their goals. Paisley! Pull up your pants. All right, well, about that. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Just get some flesh.
My child is running around the house naked right now since we've been potty training, so I've just been trying to keep the camera away.
I didn't even know her pants were down. I saw it in the video. So sorry, everyone, for the recording later, but what happened? Okay, so we have 3 minutes. So one of my goals is to become 4-star, which in turn I need to help at least. I want to help all of my business building coaches get diamond, like every single one of them. Who doesn't need an extra $2,000 a week? That'd be cool. Because as a diamond coach, that's where they cap you out at every week. $2,000 a week. So, who doesn't want that? All right. So, with that being said, here's the first one. I would like every single one of my coaches to hit Success Club 5 every single month. Yeah? And guess how that's going to happen? Everybody needs to be doing the power hour every single day. Truth. Okay? So I'm going to yes, SC5, all of the coaches. So then power hour, even if I start recording it and everybody just does it on their own, like I don't even care. Like even if you post in the group chat saying that you finished your power hour for the day, I'll let that slide too. But I feel like the power hour is like where it's at, because you get everything you need to get done in an hour, minus messaging people back. When you have so many messages, it takes a while to do it. So I feel like that is something that is done. So on top of those two, Alyssa, what's one goal that you think that our team should be able to accomplish together?
I don't know. Why are you picking on me?
Yes, I'm gonna pick on Brianna in a second too.
It's coming.
So like a goal as a team.
Yes.
Um, I don't know. I'm thinking about like that we all need to hit our 3 vital behaviors every single day.
4 vital behaviors. 4. They changed it.
Sorry, 4 vital behaviors.
4 vital behaviors now. But yes, I agree. Okay. So 4 vital behaviors. All right, Brianna, you're next. You have less than a minute, so talk fast, and then we'll have to log back on again.
She just took mine. Hold on, sissy. Dang it. Hold on.
I have a good one that nobody ever does.
How about this one? I've got one. How about everybody has to post in the challenge groups every day?
That's a good one. Yeah. All right.
Just one post.
So
At least.
with that being said, so when the 10-day boss boot camp starts, I'm thinking everyone needs to be posting in that group every day and actually doing and watching the videos. Because I can't tell you how many times somebody will ask me a question and it's in the videos that are in that group. And so that's the first question I'll ask, did you watch the videos in the training? Well, no. Okay, well, watch those first and then ask me questions.
Avery?
So I think that that's really important to do too. So as a team, when you finish the 10-day